Something. I didn't think I would get as excited as I did when I saw them enter, and it was great to see her out the front, leading us as a great Australian flag bearer. She did a very good job, but if you wanted to make that more Australian, I would have liked to have seen her tie the flag around her neck like a cape and wear a watermelon on her head. Because, I don't know, that's my favourite.
Now, you are all culture, but let's be honest, last night I thought the tribute to not only the Indigenous people of Canada, but also the prairies and the mountains and the whole thing, the whole geography of the place was absolutely fantastic, and the mythical figures involved in it.
Look, there's no denying it was a fantastic ceremony from start to finish. There's a couple of particular highlights I'd like to mention for me. What about the appearance, the surprise appearance by the Bundy Bear? Congratulations to everyone down there at Bundaberg Rum. I don't know how you've crowbarred the Bundy Bear in, but you've just done a sensational job. And look, I think we all agree, everyone in the auditorium agrees, this was the moment when the crowd went nuts. It's whales crossing the floor. There's spouts coming up. It was a very moving moment for everyone, apart from the Japanese team who started throwing harpoons at one stage.
And the New Zealanders got very nervous at that stage.
They did indeed.
Hey, the torch relay, it has been the biggest one ever in Olympic history. Did you get involved at all?
I got it. I was in it. Yeah. Didn't you see me?
No,
I was actually in the opening ceremony. Have a look. This is the best. This has gone for 45,000 Ks, all within Canada. They've been to every part of the country. They've tried every way of delivering it, and I think I nearly missed it. But if you look closely, I think there's something... Oh, there it is, just tacked on the back. I think it's wonderful. So I couldn't have been happier to be part of the action.
Now, there was a big Aussie connection to the opening ceremony last night. The actual cauldrons have been made by an Adelaide company, not the mechanism that failed. That was the Canadians. Yeah. That was the Canadians. But the cauldron itself, and of course, the whole ceremony was just choreographed by David Atkins and Ignatius Jones. Congratulations to both men. We spoke to David earlier today, and he is as proud as he can be. He got over the fact that it just didn't quite work at the end, but everything else was just spot on.
It didn't quite work. In the stadium, you knew that because there was one woman who was standing there with nothing to light. So everyone else had something to light, and she was out there looking for something to light, which made me nervous because a poncho fire could have ripped through that joint in no seconds flat. But you're dead right. I don't know what happened. They should have gone to the team at Barbecues Galore, because I've had the Beefmaster now for 4 years and it's never failed me once, mate.
Hey, how have you gone? We've flown you in. You've been part of 9 over the years. You've been on Channel 10. You've been through more stations in the Southern Aurora, let's be honest. But,
I'm not done yet either.
How are you going with things? You fitting in nicely with the crew?
You know what? It's been a great welcome from everyone here at 9, and it's fantastic to be away because the camaraderie is almost instantaneous, and I've been welcomed by the rest of the commentary team, and I've actually done some bonding by doing a bit of filming with the team. Would you like to see it?
I'd love to see it, mate.
Let's have a go.
Yeah.
Grant Hackett, Mick Molloy, how are you?
G'day, Mick. I'm well. Yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. Welcome to the commentary team. I'm confused. Winter Olympics, what are you bringing to the table?
Well, 3 gold medals, Fatso. What do you think you're bringing?
Okay, this interview's over. Steve, you're over here commentating the...
Expert comments for the short track, Mick.
Looking forward to that. You know, you weren't our first choice. There were 4 other guys we wanted, but they all fell over at the last minute.
Are you done?
No, I'm not actually. I can't help noticing your press accreditation. Can you tell me, is that a photo of Beavis or Butthead?
Mick, at least they spelled my name correctly. Yours says Mr. Molloy.
Yeah, you in this round, Bradbury. So, Ken, Nick, this is where the magic's going to happen. Now, you've worked with some of the comedy greats before. Graham Kennedy, it must be... well, you must be chuffed to finally get to work with me. Well, here we are in the engine room, and I'm talking to Layla McKinnon, who's one of the key members of the commentary team. Lovely to meet you, Layla.
Lovely to meet you too. Good to be in the engine room, isn't it?
It is indeed, and we're going to be working together. That must be interesting for you.
It is. I've worked at a current affair a bit, so I have worked with cons and crooks and the homeless before.
Yeah. Is it fun coming back to the Olympics as a spectator as opposed to a competitor?
Yeah, I'm having a blast actually. It's nice to be really relaxed and don't have to worry about competition. Just get on the other side of the camera and enjoy the show actually.
It's great. You're going to be commentating with Eddie in the aerials, which is great because I know between the two of you, you've got 2 Olympic medals, so that should be fantastic.
I'm happy to share.
James, you've got some big moments coming up. You're commentating the snowboarding,
Yes.
where a chance for a medal. How have you prepared? What have you done?
I've been looking at tape of X Games, I've been looking at tape of Eurosport, I've been looking through bios. It's been an exhaustive process. Mick, how would you prepare for snowboarding events?
I would have got stoned for a couple of months. In fact, if you have a look behind us, see that's not a cloud.
Oh, really?
That's the snowboarders training as we speak. Yeah, so Grant, I saw your last 1500 metre race, and I'm not saying it was slow, but when you got out, you'd wrinkled up.
I saw you the other day in your boat smugglers, and let's just say shrinkage.
Yeah, well, the water was cold.
You hadn't even been in the water yet.
Okay, I'm chatting with Gian Rooney, who's got one of the great jobs here in Canada. You get to see some of the great sights.
I certainly do. We've done Grouse Mountain, Whistler today, downtown Vancouver, Vancouver Island. I'm pretty spoilt.
Wow. Speaking of amazing sights, how would you describe this?
Drunk Smurf.
Dalbeck Smith in the moguls, you're calling it.
Yep.
Would you recognise him if you saw him?
Probably not in civvies. If he was fully kitted up, I reckon I'd know him.
That's him there, right there. G'day, Dale.
G'day.
Have fun while you're over here. Don't let yourself go. Keep yourself tidy. Remember, the camera adds 10 pounds.
Yeah, and I see you've put them on the chin.
What do you focus on at the top of the run, Dale?
Well, I make sure my three at the road, and away I go.
Could I bottle light off you, Dale?
Yeah, look, it's all right, Derek.
Yeah, good.
Two of Australia's great athletes, Mick Molloy and Dalbeck Smith.
Go to Mick.
A fascinating insight into the workings in the engine room of
Yes.
the Nine commentary team.
Welcome to Nine.
Thank you, mate.
Welcome
Pleasure
back
be
to Nine.
here. Yeah, there you go.
Go to
Again.
Mick. Let's see if you can survive the next 2 weeks.
See how we go, mate.
Good on you, buddy. Mick Molloy with us. We're going to take a break. Back with more Vancouver Gold right after this.